Ryan Garcia is a tremendous talent who is now driven to become the future undisputed champion.
Lopez needs to put his hands up, and he's down! Ryan Garcia, the hype train rolls on!
In addition to having a solid 83% knockout ratio, King Ryan has established his place among a bunch of fierce, bitter rivals.
At the end of the day, when we go in that ring, your gang ain't gonna protect you. It's gonna be me and you.
Right to it. Wow! What a knockdown by Lopez!
Now let's take a closer look at what Ryan Garcia did to his opponents before and after.
I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids.
On February 14, 2020, King Ryan fought Francisco Fonseca, kicking off his 2020 campaign in grand fashion.
Good morning to all the media here. I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful as well to Golden Boy, to DAZN, to my promoter, Buffalo Boxing. I'm also grateful to Team Garcia. I'm going to come prepared to give a great show, and God willing, I'm going to take the win.
This is the first fight of 2020 with a great opponent, Francisco Fonseca. Tough fighter, been in there with a lot of good fighters and gave him a lot of good work. So, this gives everybody a chance to see how good I am.
Obviously, if it's by decision, they're not going to give me the decision, but we're prepared to win. I want to win. I know that he's a great fighter, but he hasn't faced the kind of stone in his shoe that I'm going to be, and that's going to be Francisco Fonseca winning on February 14th.
Good luck to both of you. Buena suerte a los dos.
Garcia came out like a man possessed, timing his shots with speed and precision, landing a blistering left hook, knocking out Fonseca in just 80 seconds.
That's the challenge in front of him tonight, Francisco Fonseca. That knocked him off balance. Caught him with a left hook. Oh, and a left hand! Sends Fonseca down! Flat on his back! It's over! There he's done it again! Ryan Garcia! There is a new tank in the 135-pound division!
This kid is a superstar.
Somehow, you were able to top that tonight. What did you think of your performance?
It was a good performance. It didn't last much long. But, I watched the video of Sugar Ray Robinson before coming into this fight. He did a little fake, and he caught him with the perfect left hook. So when I seen Fonseca move that way, I just faked him a little bit and caught him clean with that left hook. I was planning for it to go a little longer, I'm not gonna lie.
In his debut bout, under the tutelage of new coach Eddie Reynoso, the coach that guided Canelo Alvarez to multiple championship titles.
What happened at the weigh-in with you and Ryan Garcia?
He said that basically he was just trying to get into his head, trying to show him that, he's fighting with a real fighter this time. He goes, all the guys who fought in the past are all bums. He goes, but now he's gonna fight a real fighter.
He think Ryan Garcia is nervous. He think Ryan Garcia don't fight it good. Fighting like that with him.
Ryan Garcia displayed his championship-level acumen from the onset, beating Rodriguez to the punch every round.
To many opponents, you're here for one of the announcing teams. Good hook, and Rodriguez goes down. That fast.
Wow, that was a perfect shot.
The brash Braulio Rodriguez began to break down under the overwhelming pressure of King Ryan, catching him with an overhand right, ending the fight with a vicious combination.
At any time.
Hard right hand. Wow. How did he weather that? Another one. And a hook. And down he goes.
This is over.
Rod Lipton got to 10. You're supposed to count, and he did. That was sensational for Ryan Garcia.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground and I go off.
After re-signing an extended contract with Golden Boy Promotions, Garcia took on the Filipino slugger, Romero Juno.
Fighting in the streets in the Philippines on unsanctioned amateur fights is basically somebody's backyard. Now to be fighting in Las Vegas as a co-main, how does that make you feel?
I didn't imagine that I came here right now fighting in a big card like this one, but it's a very big opportunity for me to show the world that not only Manny Pacquiao can do do a history in boxing.
See, Ryan, your prediction for this fight?
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, my skills are obviously better. You know, I'm not gonna say that that he's, you know, better than me or it's gonna be a good fight. I just feel like I'm gonna win fairly easy.
This is Ryan Garcia's chance to stand up and say, guys, I am a real contender. I'm here to stay. I'm one of these top fighters in this division.
And erase that stench of anybody who said he was ducking the fight. Clearly was not the issue. It was about money. And once again, once the money's taken care of, the fight will take place.
Romero Juno was meant to be Ryan Garcia's biggest test yet, but Garcia passed with flying colors, knocking Juno out at 138 of the first round.
He has got pedigree behind him.
Multiple junior national titles, over 200 amateur wins. Hard right hand that landed and shook Juno. Garcia able to land that right now. Down he goes. Right hand and a hook, and Juno is hurt. Juno is hurt bad. Wow, it's over. That's a superstar performance right there, Brian.
The new WBC silver and NABO lightweight champion, King Ryan Garcia.
What's the differences we're seeing in you in your time with that camp?
You know, I'm just learning my overall game, you know, footwork, speed, power, everything, you know, I'm just soaking in with Canelo there. It's an honor, you know.
Ryan Garcia accepted the ultimate challenge when he fought Luke Campbell at the turn of the year on January 11, 2021. Luke Campbell was a former title challenger, an Olympic gold medalist.
Why are you so confident that you're going to beat this guy?
Because I want to prove that I'm the best in the division, and I believe I'm the best in the division. And once I beat Ryan, you know, that'll prove a lot of questions.
But you predicted you're going to knock him out. Why is that?
You know, of what I've seen of him, he's good. You know, he's fast. You know, he's got good skill, but I just believe in myself.
Are you buying the hype that this guy's going to be the next great thing in boxing?
Well, we'll soon find out on Saturday night.
I was watching a recent program with you on DAZN where you were watching some of his fights on TV, and you were almost laughing because you said you saw so many openings to knock this guy out. What do you see when you watch Luke Campbell fight?
I just know that with my skills and what I have and all the hard work I put in, I'm confident that I will come victorious.
What I see is a kid who has to add a little finesse to his game. And adding finesse under pressure is a difficult prospect, especially if you're 22.
Tonight's main event is one that we've been waiting for as well. Rising star Ryan Garcia is going to look to silence the doubters and prove that he belongs at the top.
12 rounds for the WBC Interim Lightweight Championship of the World, Ryan Garcia!
Ryan Garcia has the following and star power to transform boxing audiences in a way just a handful of fighters have done in recent decades. But he has to prove he can fight. Luke Campbell will be that first test.
Ryan Garcia has to prove that he can bright shine through the doubt and through the darkness of fans.
His last two fights have gone a total of 178 seconds.
Garcia desired to finally clear any misconceptions about himself, with some well-deserved respect among his critics.
Now, that was a little trip up of the feet, and you're going to see a lot more of that whenever you see a southpaw. And all
fighters can fare.
Especially a young fighter says that he prefers fighting southpaws.
But look at Garcia heating up in the corner. Campbell.
Garcia much more flat-footed. Seems like he wants to.
Oh, left hand sits the kid down.
And that's what he was setting him up for. Luke was looking for.
After getting caught with a concussive right hand, Garcia got back up and took Luke Campbell head-on, taking the battle to him, refusing to back down.
Look at the face of Campbell, as if to say, you wanted me, I'm here, you got me. Has Garcia been overhyped? Does he really have the goods? Can he really be a world champion? England is celebrating right now. Luke Campbell with a knockdown in round 2.
I got back to the corner. I mentioned to my trainers that he still can't do me.
Clean left hand to the jaw. Garcia.
This is Will's best weapon, is his body punching.
Right hand, and that affected Luke a little bit.
Right hook again. This was good right.
Oh, he got over the left hook right at the bell, and
Eventually, Garcia adopted a strategy similar to that of his friend and mentor, Canelo Alvarez, closing the show with a ferocious body shot.
Knows he's got Campbell a little bit weakened here. He's letting his hands go. The crowd is rising up. Campbell's corner told him, get your composure, find your legs, stick and move.
It's all basically code for survive.
Eddie Reynoso saying to Ryan Garcia, you're young.
Body shot.
And he goes down. And now Campbell is down on a knee. 2 knees. He's asking questions. He's asking, do I want to get up? Can I get up? It is over! Ryan King Ryan Garcia!
Bernard Hopkins knocked out Oscar De La Hoya with a vicious body shot. That body shot looked just as pretty.
Campbell was able to get up from Lomachenko's body attack.
King Ryan Garcia!
When you ride to the ring on a throne, you better perform like a king, and you did that in this fight tonight. What did you think of your performance?
This fight, I fought an Olympic gold medalist. You know, pound for pound, at the time, Lomachenko couldn't stop him. The Naras couldn't hurt. I mean, he dropped him, but couldn't finish him. I showed today that I'm special.